Good evening, my friends. It's Friday evening, and it will be posted Saturday, December 17. Yes. So I will start now. For entertainment only. And you know what? We underestimated Trump. He's a genius. He figured out how to find out how many crazy people are in his standing up for him. How many of them will buy those cards that he's a superhero, wearing outfits, and he's charging each card $100. So if any of your members of your family is buying them, send them for psychiatric evaluation. They might be the entertainment only. Okay, this video will be about 4 students from Idaho, why Kristen Sinema switch to independent, about American soccer commentator who, I don't want to use some words, in Qatar. Did Ivanka roll over and she gave evidence about her father and brothers? Will there be anything to keep Meghan and Harry together? Will those House Republicans go after Hunter Biden? And it will be as well about missing children in the border, mystery spot in Santa Cruz, California. Is something big coming in March 2023? Astrologers are apparently are saying, so we will see what my vision will be. Why is there so much suffering in the world? And about my skin. Okay. So I'm answering all those questions are questions from you, and I will try to answer them. But first one is from me. I don't understand why police dismissed the boyfriend of Kaylee. She was dating him for 5 years, and then she said that she wants to separate for a few months and see how that works. Did she tell him that she's leaving him? Well, breaking up is never easy, and there is a motive. I'm not saying that he's the guilty one. Forgive me, I'm not. It's just I don't think they should dismiss people so easily and then focus on one car that might just speed up. And there is not that much ability to connect, the way at least the police is telling us. Why the dog was not barking? Was the dog in the cage? They don't give us any information. And I know those dogs are so sweet. They are golden doodle. My brother has one of them. I was visiting my brother a few days ago, and this dog is 4 years old, and he's acting still like a puppy. So there was no blood apparently on the floor. How that can happen? So I think he was using pillow or something that will stop. So he was going through some fabric to protect from the splashes. That way he might not be covered with blood. And if there will be blood on the floor, the kids will notice. So that's something that they are not saying that there was trace of blood. And maybe that's the reason the girls from the basement invited some friends for morning, and they didn't even know that there is some problem. Why Jack didn't return Kelly's calls? She was trying to call him 10 or 11 times and no return. Did he try to call her back in the morning? They never said that. So that will be something easy to investigate. Yeah, he knew that she is moving with her life to Texas. They will be separated. Some people are taking very badly and I will see what the cards are saying. It's not me, the cards. You know the cards by now. Most of you know my cards. I'm just taking chances. Like every policeman, they should be open for to negotiate, to see, and to give the peace to the family. I'm not saying anything more, and I'm not saying that he is the guilty one, but they should go for every avenue before he will go on vacation to see his parents. Now I will be answering your questions. And thank you everyone for sending me your questions. Irena Lacure, do you think that someone paid Kristen Sinema to change from Democrat to independent senator? In Poland we have a saying that friendly calf can suck milk from two mothers. And when I saw that in my vision, that the little calf is walking from one mother, I knew what that means. I think she knows that no one will be supporting her from Republicans, and no one will. She's very unpopular with Democrats. So in 2 years she is for re-election, and she wants to have donations from both parties. Not stupid. So she figured out that way she can suck two mothers. What the cards will say. Well, she is making good choices for herself. There might be some lover who was helping her from Republican side. And we will see more. She will be more on both sides. Because she went from her cave, she's feeling more free. And she will be manipulating both parties. She is very, oops, this one is ups. This one came upside down even. So yes, she has abilities to think only about herself. She grew up very, very poor. And now it's her way of making big money and feel needed. And there is not that much, the Democrats are powerless. So she is feeling her strength, and then Republicans they are not that overboard, so they will be paying her too, so she will negotiate good deals for herself. Laurie, could you read on the death of the American soccer player commentator who died in the stadium in Qatar while reporting on World Cup? His name is Grant Well. And when I close my eyes, I moved back to Poland when martial law was introduced. I was working for international hotel for polytechnic guests, and there were most of the time professors coming to do lectures in Poland. Even it was martial law, they were still coming and doing on polytechnics. Some of them will stay for 6 months from different countries. And they were scientists. and it was martial law. So they sent us a supervisor from the army to watch our hotel because they were afraid of any connection between Poland and West and other countries, no matter what. So we were under observation. That was normal. And we had a guy who was our supervisor, and he was from army. And he was complaining that he has some pain on his back and he can't move his hand. He came to work. And I told my girlfriend, who was his neighbor, I said, it looks like he might have a heart attack. And he was overweight, but still under 50. And she said, I know his wife, I will call her. So she called her. The wife did already appointment with the doctor. And she took him to see his doctor. Right away, they sent him for emergency. He was walking with heart attack for 2 days. I think this guy in Qatar had the same experience. And he was even interrogated for 1 hour day before because they wanted him to take off the colorful t-shirt that was support for rainbow people. Okay. Debbie Sidebottom. Did Ivanka roll over and gave evidence against her daddy and brothers? Or did her brothers and dad let her to do this to keep her out of trouble? Or was it set up to help them out? And when I closed my eyes, I saw Ivanka in a jewelry store. And she is just trying beautiful necklace for herself. You can't share any necklaces with the guys. So I think she was thinking only about herself, how to please herself, how to do better for herself, and we will see what the cards are saying. She was doing good choices for herself and her family, like the kids, and she's a fighter. She wants to fight for herself, not for them. She wants to protect herself. Mrs. Marie, is there anything that would keep Meghan and Harry together? I think the children will keep them together. They are like 2 soldiers in a battle protecting the nest. I believe that that's what will keep them. Because Harry grew up without the mother, and the father was not a very warm person. Queen was not that, well, maybe he was her favorite, but she was not, as a mother, she was never able to show her emotions. The father was very harsh. He always thought, I can't do this, I can't do that. So now he wants to share everything with his family, and I believe that will be something that will glue him and Meghan together, because she was always so happy to be a mother, touching the belly all the time, and probably she never thought that she will be a mother before. As an actress, she was thinking more about her career, and now it's time that she has 2 wonderful children, and she is very, very happy about that. So a lot of marriages are dedicating their lives to be parents. Sonia Torres, do you see the House of Republican going after Hunter Biden? Yes, and I saw Jim Jordan. In Poland, we have one saying that he can suck the truth out of his finger. And when I saw him doing this, I think he will be more than happy to make his own way of seeing everything the way that he wants to introduce to his Republicans. He will be pulling a lot of dirt, a lot of secrets, surprise, and it's not going to be easy journey for Biden's, but it's not going to be easy journey for Republicans when they succeed. Will Republicans succeed? Rainbow of a happy family, I don't see them being successful. Yeah, independence, security for him, and of course it will be proven that Biden was outsider. He was not as much involved that they want to prove, because there is not that he is dependent on his father, it's dependent on another woman, or he was dependent on drugs as well, so, and he had a headache, so I don't think he will be as they will victimize him for sure, but maybe there will be not that many. They will suck the truth from nothing, so there will be a lot of drama. We have to be prepared. And over 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, and some of you remember that I said that I see Biden in front of the House of Republicans, so it will be in front of the House testifying, so that will be something that they have to be prepared for. Sorry. Tracia McBain is wondering if we'll find out what happened to the missing children on the border. Trump was taking so many kids from the parents, and there is so many kids missing. And so many of them, I saw a wall and symbol of wall and moving them above the wall. So I think so many of them were sent back to the countries. There will be a lot of hard time to find them, but good that there is DNA era that they can figure out who are the parents of those children. At least some family will be able to claim them. And those children in the future, I think, will be asking for money, for revenge, because they will get, and there will be winners, reunited, and they will put the battle for being lost. So there will be unfinished battle. That process was starting, removing children from the parents. That was horrific, but okay. Gardaldine Affleck, why the mystery spot in Santa Cruz, California is such mystery and baffling to scientists. It was built in 1939, and I have seen a few times somewhere on news, on TV, those mystery places, and it's just illusion. But it's so well built. It's very attractive place, so it is illusion. You can create illusion, and you want to climb upside, Yeah, you are losing your consciousness. You feel sorry for yourself because you don't know what truth is. You are looking upside down at the world, and it's just solid mathematical science. Good rules, good values. Nothing apparently so unusual, but at the same time it makes this so much appreciated. So if you have ability to go there, go and say hi from me. I never been there. I was in the Sequoia forest, but I wasn't there. David Silarus from Scotland has noticed that astrologers are talking about big change in coming March. Some positive, some negative shift is in energy. When I close my eyes, I felt that it is related to Putin. He will be afraid that the country of Russia is showing him like animal. When they want to bite you, they show your teeth. And I saw a lion showing him the teeth. So he will be afraid of leaving even his room. He will feel like he is a prisoner in his own room because he will be afraid of his people. So they might rebel to him. And that's kind of, it will be great. But it will be in the spring, if I'm correct. And maybe Belarus will go after the same thing. Yeah, because they are friends right now, but they have to make some decision. And so far, they are working on the eggshells. Everyone is, but I think Russian people are thinking about their own security, so they will start making decisions, and they will think that they can rock the boat eventually, and Putin will be afraid. And that will be great. If he will be afraid, we will have some better outcome. It's always two sides of the story. For one is good, for another is bad. So that will be bad for Putin, great for the rest of the world. Well, maybe not the rest, because China is on his side. But you see, it's always like that. And Tess has a question. God is all good and powerful. Why is there so much suffering in the world? Has he failed? We are not living in heaven. We are human. We have an ability to make decisions, and some of us make decisions good for them, not for others. We have to live in that world. And I wish I can promise you that the world will be beautiful and powerful and everyone will be living 600 years, but that's impossible. People are suffering, people are ill. Everyone has to experience everything on this earth, bad, good. No one's life is perfect. So if you have those questions, ask your priest. You said that the priest came to visit your neighbor and he was so upset about your tarot cards. I don't know, but it looks like you have unfinished conversation with him and you are asking me and you are upset. Please go and ask priests for your answers. They should be able to answer you. I'm not that religious. I just give you the answers that I have. And maybe you can start your own YouTube channel and ask those questions. Maybe people will be answering you. Okay, Tess, so hopefully you will find this. I don't want to be rude, but that's the life and what the cards are saying. Always is a change. One paragraph is closing, another is opening. People need to believe in God. People need to lean on Him and believe in Him. The whole world is able to pray. I know you don't want to believe in prayers, but... And so many psychics became saints. I just want to say that Joan of Arc. I was in Paris in front of Cathedral Notre Dame, the one that burned down, and there is a statue of Joan of Arc. First he was announced that she is not a saint, and then they told her that she is a saint, that they make her as a saint. Yes, and even saints don't have easy lives. They always have to go through hard time. People don't trust them, but eventually they will achieve the status of saint. And Saint John from Egypt received gift of clairvoyance from God. And you can check on, there is life of the saints and many more. Do your own research, and that way maybe you will find that psychics are not wrong people because we are using tarots. That's one opinion of your priest. He's allowed to have that opinion, but you don't have to always follow someone else's opinions. Maria Buchner, your skin is glowing. What is your secret? And Ella Haas, your skin always looks so lovely. Can you tell us what makeup foundation you use? I have to disappoint you. I don't use any makeup, any foundation. I just use my oil of Yuli cream, and it's active hydrating. I use this since I was 24. Regular soap like Irish Spring, because I found this that it smells so nice, and I'm washing my face 2 times a day, in the morning, in the evening, completely makeup with the soap. I'm not using any cleansers, anything for washing off my skin. That's me. I'm putting makeup so fast that my son couldn't believe it. He said he dated Leszek. He said, I never met a girl who is putting that fast makeup. I said, well, just to put the pencil around your eyes, and most of the time I'm not even using mascara. I love lipsticks, and sometimes I will put liner around my lips to make them bigger. But my small eyes they don't have wrinkles. That's a gift that my mom gave me, and I'm so happy that I don't have to deal with them. My mom was never having wrinkles, even in her 80s. That's just, the genetic. And I'm drinking a lot of fluids because I have to drink 4 liters. It's my water diabetes, not sugar diabetes, water diabetes, that I have to hydrate myself all the time. So this is my secret. And as I said, sometimes bad things are good for us. Like that I'm drinking a lot of fluids, it's good for my brain as well, because people who apparently don't drink too much might have problem with Alzheimer. Okay, I have 2.5 minutes. Cheryl McNuforter, brain injuries. I hope I'm not, sorry if I'm not pronouncing good your name. Brain injury. Find a good neurologist. You need a lot of rest. Get evaluated by neurologists, psychiatrists. Sign up with BIS for assistance. Be kind to yourself. It's not your fault. Educate yourself about traumatic brain injuries, which is TBI, and knowledge is power. Find a friend